Hello, we're Humantrue. We'll dive into a demo of our application for protocol review, but first, just a couple slides. When it comes to protocol reviews, there's a number of challenges. First and most obvious is that protocols still largely exist as unstructured documents. The USDM spec is promising, but not widely adopted yet. Further, the information one needs out of a protocol depends on who you are. Various team members need different data and insights. And technology, or any data spec, is no substitute for human review and interpretation. So any solution has to put humans first and make it easier to work with protocols. Our solution works with protocols as they exist today, as unstructured documents. It is an AI application for teams at sponsors, CROs, and sites, and allows them to review protocols, ask questions, and create new derivative content for clinical trial operations. Under the hood, our solution uses large language models and the USDM spec to process protocols and convert to USDM data structures. The result is a library of studies ready for human review and analysis. All use of AI is private, which means confidential information never leaves our system and the model makers never see that data. All right, let's check out a quick demo. What you see here is the study assistant application running with 15 studies loaded in the study library. Customers click on Add Study over here, drag and drop in a PDF or a doc file, and in about 5 or 10 minutes, depending on the length of the protocol, it is processed and ready for review. I can filter the studies by looking by indication. So let's look for cancer studies we have in here. I can also filter by sponsor. So I know there's a Gilead study in here looking at breast cancer. What I see is the study, but ready for review and analysis, as well as chat for asking questions. What underlies all this is the source protocol. So if I click on the left, this is always accessible to see the protocol that we've uploaded from clinicaltrials.gov, as well as the structured information that we've made available for the purpose of this demo. This is not usually a user-facing feature. But you can see the underlying structure that we have. For example, the eligibility criteria here lists all of the items in the USDM spec, and I can open this up in Microsoft Excel later if I wanted to do more analysis on it. Going back to the study info page, let's scroll through here and see what we have. We have a mixture of verbatim text that's extracted, like title, sponsor, and study design attributes, as well as synthesized fields like summary that is a summary of the entire protocol. Wherever we extract content and make analysis, we provide backlinks to the protocol. So I can click on this link here, and this shows where the analysis that we make is grounded in truth. So we always want to make sure that users have information they can springboard into and read more information, as well as trust the data that we're putting in front of them. As I scroll through here, I see indications that are studied, the compounds and drugs are extracted, aims and objectives, of course, are here, and then more interesting things like the participation criteria. Let's say I'm a reviewer at a site and I'm reading the participation criteria, and I'm scrolling through here and I see a term I'm unfamiliar with, like this one, which is an assessment, measurable disease defined per RECIST version 1.1. I've never heard of that before, so let's ask chat what that is. What is... Our chat uses the context of this protocol and this protocol alone, as well as the world knowledge encoded in the large language model, to produce a quick and thorough answer about what this is. Even though we extract and synthesize a lot of information here, chat is a great way for each individual person in their individual role to really tailor the application to their specific use case. For example, if I'm a recruiter, I may care about population characteristics and wanting to see information about who is going to be enrolled. If I'm producing an EDC build or doing other things, the schedule of activities is extremely important to me. So we have a schedule of activities. In this case, for this particular trial, one of the challenges in the protocol is that this protocol page from the actual PDF is saved as an image, which means I can't select and copy and paste information. However, because we process this with AI, we're able to read it and understand it and reconstruct it as structured data. This allows us to make an activities list here that shows you all the activities across all timelines, as well as build a timeline that users can use to drill into information. In this case, look at the different phases of treatment, the visits, what happens at visit 4 versus visit 5. I think that's all we have time for at the moment. Thank you for watching, and if you have any more questions about Humantrue, you can visit us online at humantrue.com. Thank you.